Hello, BBLLB. This is about service capacity. Service capacity is about ability of a service system to deliver the intended service and to match customer demand. Service capacity is perishable and can be intangible. Service capacity cannot be inventoried and hence cannot be transferred from one customer to another. We cannot prepare the service package in advance to deliver it at the later point of time. Service capacity has to be managed in a highly dynamic environment where service organizations face more personalized demand due to the presence of customers than in manufacturing sector. Meeting personalized demand directly affects the service quality perceived by the customer. Capacity of a service is also attributed to the highest possible amount of output that may be obtained in a specific period of time with a predefined level of staff, installations, and equipment given by Lovelock in 1992. Managing capacity can be viewed as minimizing waiting time while avoiding idle capacity to meet the demand in the most efficient way. I want to enforce upon this last statement that a company as a service provider, nobody wants to waste the resources. No service should be idle, and yes, definitely there should be no waiting lines. It means that services are not that much produced that there are no customers for them. So it should be a proper balance between the service produced and the service delivery. Service capacity measurement, it generally asks questions like how to define service output, whether the service output is tangible or intangible, how to capture the variability in the output over a period of time. Different customers need different types of resources and time in service system. Are we considering customers' perspective of capacity measure or service organization's perspective? Examples: the capacity of a hospital can be taken in terms of number of beds. Capacity of supermarket can be measured in the square area meters utilized. Performance measures of a call center can be percentage of abundant calls or in answered calls, increase in answer calls. Different perspectives on service capacity measures. This can be on customers' perspective, this can be for manager's perspective. For example, if I talk of the availability, customer sees this as availability at the right time, right price at the right time, whereas manager sees it for the revenue or the profits. Crowding and spacing, too many people, very less space, few space, too much space, whereas a manager he will see as physical or the variable resources available. So it is basically differences between a customer's perspective, and it is basically about difference between customer's perspective and the adopter service capacity management is basically about, there are many factors which impact the service capacity related decisions, which are given below. Decision levels of capacity management, types of demand, altering or improving available resources, modification in the product offering, capacity, flexibility. So basically, it is about the overall giving the best to the customer, giving the best capacity, giving the best service in the right time at the right place. The various decision levels of capacity management are types of demand, altering or improving available resources, modification in the product offering, and definitely capacity flexibility. It can be physical flexibility, it can be price flexibility, it can be labor flexibility, it can be visitors flexibility. Let me elaborate on each one of them. Flexibility, when I speak of physical flexibility, means renting or sharing capacity, subcontracting, providing off-site support and automation. Price flexibility is different pricing based on segmentation groups. Yield management or revenue management. Labor flexibility is about hiring or laying off employees, overtime, idle time, cross training. And visitors flexibility is about allowing the waiting, providing complimentary services, provide rewards and incentives, encourage reservations. And when I talk of elements of service capacity, these are the various elements of service capacity. The human resources, where we have the number of employees, skill and expertise, motivation, leadership, cross training, full-time versus part-time employees. Second part of element of service capacity is customer as co-producer. Third is flexibility in capacity expansion, altering capacity between the two time period, ranging between low demand and peak demand time period, overtime, subcontracting. Number three is facilities. Customer has to come to service facility. Service performed over phone or email. And then is equipment and the technologies which are used in giving the service. Self-service technologies increase capacity, information technology and service location. So you have to be careful when you study capacity management, the various elements, the importance, and what are the waiting lines and the queues. Better efficiently managed, better will be the capacity management of a service market or service company. Thank you.